It's Valentine's Day, and I'm back. Well, it's Valentine's Day today, so I decided to maybe celebrate it in my own little way by talking about love. Because I have no other things to do on Valentine's Day, Might as well just spend it with you guys, am I right? Not internally crying at all, guys. No. These here, no tears, no tears. I did one of these last year with my friend. I had fun talking about myself because I'm a narcissistic type of person. So I was like, why not do it again this year? I mean, you guys might not even be interested or that thrilled to know my thoughts about love, but it's my channel and I get to do whatever I want. I'm not alone today, guys. I've got my two best friends here. I've got Wine and I have my Toothless with me. So I searched online of questions related to love. I didn't really read thoroughly, so we're going to read the questions here right now together. I just wanted a thought-provoking session and hopefully some gossip will come out, I love talking about myself. I love oversharing. So hopefully the questions will be juicy enough for me to overshare. How can a man win you? Okay, this is kind of weird. Don't judge, okay? I think I have a thing for guys who look kind of sickly. Those lean, tall, pretty on the skinny side. They have dark circles under their eyes. They just always look kind of done with life. Kind of soulless. When I see those type of men, I'm like, oh. So this K-pop star guy named Edon, he's kind of similar to what I'm talking about. He looks kind of skinny, sickly, and tired all the time, but he says he's super active, he works out, he loves dancing, he has a lot of work ethic. So there's that type of change in image. On the outside, they look kind of sickly and they just look like they're so done with life. But once you get to know them, you notice that they're healthy and mentally healthy as well, and just they're living life. That's how a man could win me. Just look sick. It makes me want to help you. What's the best relationship advice that someone has ever given you? Well, you see, I'm the one who's usually giving the relationship advice, so I give pretty good advice. You guys know that friends who have been single for a long time give really good relationship advice. I'm that friend. I mean, don't settle. There are better things to do than hang out with someone who doesn't know your worth. Also with friends too, guys. Time is so precious. Why would you spend it with people who don't care about you, aren't genuine with you, who don't know your worth, who don't respect you? Nah. Those type of people, not in my life. And especially if they're men, please. What are your biggest fear about a relationship? I think one of my biggest fear is sharing about myself, and then my boyfriend or my situationship guy decides that I'm crazy and runs away. How many boyfriends have you had? I'll leave it to your imagination. What does the word crush mean to you? I mean, that's a story of my life because people keep on crushing on me. I'm kidding. The word crush has a very meaningful meaning to me because that's all I do. All I do in life is just crush on people. I'm like, oh, that guy's cute. Oh, he's cute. I have a church crush, work crush, classroom crush. When I go into a room full of people, I start scanning without myself even knowing. And I'm like, oh, he's cute. It's not even with the guys. I'm like, oh, that girl looks really good today. Oh, I love her outfits. I like his outfit. I don't know. I just really like checking people out. And having a crush is fun, guys. You know why having a crush is fun? Because there is no commitment. You like someone for 3 days and then the 4th day you don't like them anymore? Done. Nobody gets hurt. But if you're in a relationship and then suddenly after a week you don't like them anymore and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, let's break up. Then you just look like someone who just sucks at relationship, or you just break someone's heart. Out of all seriousness, I know having a crush can be really tough because if you like someone, they don't like you back. I've been there, done that. But if you look at it from another perspective, it's kind of fun because that person doesn't know that you like them. So every little thing that they do for you, you're make scenarios in your head and then imagine a life together. To me, it's fun to just imagine and create scenarios in my head. Am I okay? Do you have a crush on someone? Like I said, I have a crush everywhere, guys. Sometimes I even have a crush on the subway. I'm like, oh my gosh, that guy smells so good. I have a crush everywhere. On the subway, on the bus, on the street. So to answer that question, yes, I do have a crush on someone new every day. Okay, I swear I'm not crazy, guys. I swear I'm okay. Have you ever fallen in love? Woo! Ooh, that's a very good question. Have you ever fallen in love? The definition of love, it's like different for everyone, right? It's very broad. One of the definitions of love for me is I'm a very scheduled type of person. I like to schedule things, make to-do lists. To me, time is very valuable because, you know, your girl can spend time by herself all day in your room for a week straight and still not get bored. If I really like you, I would sacrifice my time of staying indoors in the comfort of my own space and get out and go see you and spend time with you. There are two guys that I really gave up all my time to spend with them, and like one of them, I didn't even know that I was doing it. After everything ended, I was like, okay, maybe that was love because I did this, that. But then this recent guy, oh guys, oh my gosh, I gave him so much of my time. Most of the time I would just come home riding the taxi at like 2 a.m. So not only did I give up my time, but I gave up my money. So doesn't that say a lot? So I think that's love. Is that love? And like whatever they do, they just look super hot. Isn't that love? Let's call this man Red. So there was this time Red and I were planning to hang out. So we met at a cafe, but he was there first. So once I got there, I like opened the door to the cafe and I was like searching for him. I was like, where is that guy? Where is he sitting? As soon as I saw him, I was like, why does he look so cute? Like he doesn't usually wear glasses, but that day he came wearing his glasses and I was like, some girls would know what I'm talking about. You know when guys who usually don't wear glasses suddenly show up wearing glasses? Like, it's kind of attractive. So Red was wearing this like preppy collar shirt and a vest and with his glasses, and he was like busy studying and stuff, and from far away I was just like staring at him in a creepy kind of way, and I was like, oh my gosh, that guy is so cute. That's love for me. I give up my time, my money. I find you attractive all the time, whatever you do. I think that's love. Do you believe in love at first sight? Like not love at first sight, but like this vibe at first sight. Do you know what I mean? I believe it because like I said, guys, I swear I'm not mentally sick or anything, but when I walk into the room, I scan and I'm like, oh, that guy's cute. And I'm like making scenarios in my head, thinking about like what his name is and what kind of person he is because, okay, maybe I am crazy. But I think for a person like me, it would be possible, love at first sight. Because usually, guys, every time I go to like a new hangout, like I scan, right? I'm like, oh, let's see who is my new victim. So as soon as I lay my eyes on them, I go and try to talk to them or like appear in near their vision. I start to get super curious about who this person is, immediately want to hang out, get their Instagram. I have that type of tendency. So I think love at first sight could be possible for me. I told you guys the story about Red, right? So I met Red at this little like friend gathering. I got there first, so I was like busy eating, catching up with my friends, and then suddenly this new guy, Red, walks in, and as soon as I see him, I'm like immediately, wow, he is cute. I try my best to strike a conversation with him, and then it turns out like he goes to Yonsei University, which is literally my rival school. I don't know why I've always had this thing where I want to date a Yonsei guy, so I was like, is this fate? So wasn't that love at first sight? You guys can decide for me. What makes you fall out of love? After answering all these questions and talking to myself, I'm slowly starting to realize that I might be a tad crazy. But anyways, what makes me fall out of love is like, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. That song is literally me when it comes to love and relationships, because like I fall into liking someone or fall into love super fast. As soon as I see them, I'm like, oh my god, he's cute. I need to know all about him, so I constantly ask them questions. I'm constantly saying, oh, let's hang out. Like, I have no shame in being the one who asks a guy to hang out first, okay? After I get all the information I need, or like I've been craving to know, I start to fall out, you know? I mean, there were times where like I got to know so much about that person and like it made me like them even more, but most of the time I would get to know them and then there's no more new information for me to know about you, so peace out. And then I just leave. Okay, I'm not like super crazy. I think another thing that makes me fall out of love is when that person doesn't seem like they genuinely care about me, because I have this thing where that if that person doesn't specifically ask me a question, I just can't talk about myself, which is kind of ironic while I'm doing this Valentine's Day video where nobody asked me to do, but I'm offering you all this too much information about my love life. It's quite ironic. But in real life, I am really bad at talking about myself unless someone specifically asks. So I think something that makes me fall out of love is when that person doesn't pull me in. Okay, that does not make sense. I don't know, it's too complicated. Let's just say that I'm the problem and move on. What lessons have you learned from past relationships? That's a good one. What I learned is to take things slow. Take things slow. Theme of this video is just me learning how crazy I am. As soon as I lay my eyes on my next victim, I jump right in. I'm like, hey, what's up? Be chill and calm down. And maybe let the guy like initiate it first, you know, like don't be so like quickly, let's go, ask me out. Just chill, take your time, think about it, because you're playing with people's hearts and feelings. I'm actually getting better, guys, because like I have this work crush. The old me would have totally like invaded his space and be like, hey, let's hang out, oh my gosh, I want to get to know you. But since I became a mature human being who has learned a lot from her past relationships and her past patterns, I stopped. I'm taking it slow, just in the background, like, hey, I'm not like all up on his face, you know? So I think it's going okay. The camera died on me because I've been talking for way too long. So maybe that's my cue to stop talking about myself and let you go. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. This is 2023 Valentines, and hopefully in 2024 Valentines, I won't be doing this video alone. I will see you when I see you. Love you. And he even mentioned like next time you should come, let me introduce you to my friends. And I was like, yes. I noticed that he would sacrifice his time with his friends to be with me. I never asked him to do that, but like he did it right away. I just mentioned it to him. I was like, bro, you are such a slow texter. And he was like, first of all, you're the person that I reply the fastest, which was, I mean, thank you. If you reply to me after like 3-5 hours, how long do your friends wait for you to text back? I don't know, none of my business. So the fact that he was spending most of his time with me, like, I was like, wow, he must really like me. I guess that's the power of love, isn't it? Even though we get our hearts broken and we cry about it, and we're like, I'm never gonna fall in love again. But you do, because love is fun. Literally, I screenshotted all these like random questions about love so that like I can talk about it in this Valentine's Day video. See, so much effort goes into content creating, guys. Ooh, being an influencer, am I right?